Hey guys, welcome back to Busted Seams. I am actually doing an unboxing today for my new Insta360 Go Ultra camera. It's my very first action cam, and I'm hoping that it opens up a lot more variety of the type of things I'm able to shoot. And if you are curious to learn more, there's another video up on my channel explaining kind of what I have in store for these new goodies. So without further ado, let's get started and do our unboxing. All right, let's open this bad boy up. So I ended up getting the refurbished model of the Insta360 Go Ultra. It is a newer model, and so it didn't really bother me getting the refurbished option. I'm also obviously a proponent of reusing things as much as possible. So I like the idea that I can get something that's going to stay in circulation a little bit longer. So it is just the standard bundle, refurbished. I believe I know what color it's going to be, but it's a little hard to tell from the listing. So let's open it up and see what we got. Here we go. So I really wanted to do more hands-free POV shots with this and really take my filming out of my studio and into the world. Right now I'm using a Logitech Brio 4K camera. It's really just a webcam, and it's fine when I'm shooting just like a little picture-in-picture of my face while I'm doing something on the computer screen. It's totally fine for that, but I really wanted something a little bit more powerful that I could take out into the world and film more types of things, but in a way that's a little bit more immersive for you guys to watch and makes me feel like I'm not intruding upon the other people around me, especially in a public place. Because, you know, it's everybody's space and want to be as respectful as possible. So something this tiny is really going to help me do that. So here's the box. Moment of truth. Oh, and it is black, which is totally fine. The only reason I would maybe have opted for a white colorway is just for filming outside when it's hot. You know, if it's white, it's going to maybe stay a little bit cooler. So this should be the standard bundle. So we have the camera itself. I think it's stuck on here with a magnet. Yeah. Can you hear that? Hear how strong that magnet is? That's crazy. Which is good because part of the benefit of this is that you can stick it up to a lot of things and get some really interesting shots. But yeah, there's a little guy. Getting a little glare there because of the lens protector. I'm going to leave that on for now, but it's tiny. Like there it is in the palm of my hand. Pretty itty bitty. Actually, here it is next to my Fitbit. So this is the camera nugget, which is what I'm going to call this forever because it's hilarious. And then it does come with the casing, the pod that actually gives you more battery life and has the flip up screen and all of that. But here's the little first piece. Looks like there's the clip in on either side. And then I actually don't know what this is for. We're going to have to explore that guy. That could actually be something for SD card, perhaps. So that's my first piece. Okay, so next up. So this is the magnetic pendant that you can wear around your neck, and you put it underneath your shirt, and then you clip the camera to the outside of your shirt. It's like this is flat, but it can pivot this way so that it's a little bit more of a wedge. Then this will help it kind of tilt down to a little bit more normal angle. So yeah, super strong on the back. That is not going anywhere. That's awesome. And through a layer of clothing, like super strong. So one of the things I was worried about with this kind of setup is that if I was wearing this and like my shirt got tugged, I was worried that this camera was just going to fly off because the magnet wouldn't be strong enough, but I'm not going to give it full force, but like that's pretty substantial magnet power. We've got our charging cord. Our Insta360 official charging cord. It's a USB-C to USB-C. We also have our magnetic clip. So it's got this little like sandwich layers here where you can clip it to the bill of your hat and then stick the camera on it. So you can do like POV shots. Yeah, it's directional, so it's kind of funny. I can feel it pushing back. It doesn't want to stick this direction, but I think you can stick it. So there's the base. I think you can stick it this way and you can stick it this way so that you can do landscape and you can do portrait. So that's the little magnetic clip, and it's just got a little, it's not grippy, but it's got some textured rubber on the back. What else we got in here? We've got the action pod itself, which I've watched a lot of videos about this, and it always seems bigger in their hands. In real life, like, this is tiny. Like, here it is with this guy popped in, but it's so little. It's so itty bitty, which is great because it's really easy to carry with you. It doesn't take up a lot of space. A lot of people use this, especially more vlogger YouTubers, and honestly, people that just have higher production value than me, use this as a secondary camera. For me, this will be my primary, especially when I'm away from my desk, because I'm using something so low tech now in my webcam, essentially. So, and when I'm out, I use my phone. And not only does my phone overheat, but I have an Android and I work on a MacBook. And so getting the video transfers from one place to the other is just a little bit annoying. Because it has removable storage, the camera does not come with any storage unless you get it in one of the specific bundles. So I did have to buy a separate micro SD card. But the nice thing about that is that if you get full when you're out filming, you can just switch out that micro SD card to a new one and then just keep going. You don't have to stop or transfer or call it a day. It'll really keep going with you. You see, oh my gosh, how do you even get this guy out of here? Do I need to push that down? There we go. Oh, okay, that's cool. You see that little metal thing, that little lock button? That's like an extra little security clasp. And so if you hold that down, you can pull this out a little easier. The magnet is really strong, which I like because it's not gonna like fall out. So it's got little notches at the bottom so that you can use the different stand accessories that you can get from Insta360. And then you've got some buttons here on the side. And then of course the lock button here. And then I'm assuming that's gonna be the charging and transfer USB-C. And then this is so crazy that this has a flip up screen because it's so low profile. Like this is less than an inch. This is like 3/4 of an inch thick on this side. And it's like a little fatter than an inch on this side. It's so itty bitty. I love it. But you can flip it up so that when you're filming yourself, you have your camera in the pod, you can use this as a little monitor, which is really super cool. And then conversely, if you have this guy as a pendant, you're wearing it on your body, or you have it stuck up somewhere, you can have this, I think it's up to like 10 meters away. You can have this and it will wirelessly still function as a monitor for you. So I'm gonna put that back down, and then I'm paranoid, so I'm gonna just put the sticker back on the screen for now. I am very rough on my electronics. I just throw them in my purse with like my keys and pens and a bunch of other stuff. So I may want to invest in some sort of case or special little bag for this. It wouldn't have to be very big, but something to keep it from getting scratched. And then this may be the last thing in here. This is the safety. This is the safety pendant. Okay, I was wondering what this little orange thing is. So you can thread it through the corner. I want to say this also functions as a safety cord, as a backup to this. Yeah, okay, so the little nugget has it as well. But you thread it through there, and then you can, I think this little orange part comes out. And so it's like a security feature for this, and it's a security strap or a wrist strap for the pod as well. And then in the bottom of the box, looks like we have the quick start guide. So the Q button here on the side, the bottom button, there's power, and then there's Q, is a quick button, so you can function it to do a lot of different things, so that's pretty cool. Got some stickers so you can rep. Got my warranty card, warranty stuff, chunky little safety guidelines book, and then that's it. So again, I got the pod itself, the camera nugget, the clip with the magnetic feature, transfer and charging cord, little safety cord so you can use it as a backup for when you have this wearing around your neck, if you want a little extra security, and it will attach to this or to the whole pod, which is really nice. And then, like I said, it does not come with storage. So I just went with this, and I actually bought the lowest storage level. So this is 128 gigabytes. They have 256 and 512. But for now, just to get started and play around, I just did the lowest level card. And they, of course, sell it on the website with everything else. These I just bought on Amazon. So I actually have a MacBook Pro that still has a physical SD card slot. So I bought these so that I can just pop this into here, stick it straight into the computer, and not have any of that obnoxious like file transfer mess. And then the other thing I went ahead and bought that didn't come in my bundle, and apologies, I already unboxed this, is the mini 2-in-1 tripod. So there's a couple of versions of this. This is the base model. Do not be fooled by this little oval that it comes with. This, in the higher bundle, you will actually get a remote button that pops in here. In the standard version of the 2-in-1 tripod, this is just a microSD holder. So it doesn't open or anything. You just slide a microSD card into one side or the other, and it holds two, and then it magnetically snaps in there. So it's still convenient, but I may end up upgrading to the remote button. This thing has voice and gesture control to start recording, so I don't know. I might hold off on getting the remote because I also think the remote ring that you can get is super cool. So it does have these little feet. So the feet come out all at once, and it just stands like that. And then you can just, they've got little spring-loaded action. So you can just pull them together and slide them back in. It's got the little wrist strap with the slidey cord, which is nice. And then this actually also has an extendable selfie stick. So again, I don't want to be that obnoxious person that's like walking around with a stick in everybody's face, because we all hate that person. But there will be times where I'm out somewhere on a trail and I want to get a wider angle shot, or a shot of myself and my partner, or myself against some sort of really pretty backdrop, and I will extend this and pull this out. It does have the little adapter at the end, which I actually don't need for this camera because the Insta360 has these little two prongs. It doesn't have this thing, but it's nice to have this work with other things if you need it to. So yeah, the first thing I'm going to buy is that little mount that has the two pronged clasps so that I can mount this really effortlessly. I didn't 100% realize that I was going to need that when I bought this, but I knew that there was going to be something that I was missing to be really just plug and play. But for now, I have the pendant mount, which I'm going to start using right away. And of course, I can just carry it around, you know, like old-fashioned times, or I can wear it on a baseball cap and get a different kind of POV view. So yeah, that is my haul. Again, everything came from Insta360's website, except for this guy. I just got it on Amazon. I am really excited to start shooting with this and to show you guys sort of the upgrade, hopefully, in video quality, and for you to explore my new project. That was the reason for me to buy this in the first place. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this and it helps you understand just at a very base standard bundle level what you can expect from Insta360 Go Ultra. But for now, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe if you find it in your heart of hearts, and I'll see you soon. Thanks, guys.